Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about some little-known facts about the famous ship, the Titanic. Everyone knows the story of the Titanic, the unsinkable ship, the iceberg, the tragedy. But what about the stories no one tells? Those strange coincidences and secrets that lie in the depths along with the ship. The prophetic novel 14 years before the Titanic sank, an author named Morgan Robertson wrote a novel. It was called Futility, and was about a huge luxury ship named the Titan that sank in the North Atlantic after hitting an iceberg. The resemblance is so chilling it's hard to believe. The forgotten binoculars. Speaking of fatal errors, the Titanic's lookouts didn't have binoculars. A crew member who held the key to the binoculars locker was transferred from the ship at the last minute. The key never reached his replacement, and the binoculars remained locked away for the entire voyage. The little story of the dogs. In the midst of all the chaos, there was a handful of furry survivors. Of the 12 dogs on board, only 3 survived. They were all small breeds, which allowed their owners to discreetly carry them onto the lifeboats, a small victory in the immense tragedy. The ghost ship, perhaps the most frustrating detail. Another ship, the SS Californian, was much closer to the Titanic than the Carpathia, which eventually arrived for the rescue. But the Californian's radio operator had gone to bed, ignoring the Titanic's distress calls. Had he been awake, history could have been very different. The silence of the sinking. Unlike in the movies, the sinking of the Titanic wasn't a deafening roar. The immense noise of the twisting metal and materials giving way was muffled by the immense pressure of the water, making the final moment surprisingly silent. The iron-eater nature is making sure no trace is left behind. There's a specific bacteria that feeds on the ship's iron. It's called Halomonas titanicae. It's converting the Titanic into rust, literally devouring it, and in a few decades, only vestiges of the wreckage will remain. The last witness, and finally, the last living connection to the disaster. The last survivor of the Titanic, Melvina Dean, was only 2 months old when the ship went down. She didn't remember the event, but she lived to tell the tale, becoming the last physical witness to one of history's greatest tragedies. She died in 2009 at 97 years old. Stories that remind us that, even after a century, the Titanic continues to reveal its secrets, and every new detail only deepens the legend.